Yep. All right. You guys know the drill. Got to get loosened up a little bit. Stretch it out. Get ready to go live here. Oh, shit. I might be live already. Hi. Wednesday, September 3rd. It's 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Look at that. Right on time. I made post, told people 11 a.m. and I'm here. Pacific Standard Time. Yeah. Good afternoon. Hope everybody's well. I'm doing fantastic. The team here at CCC and the Horrorverse clan are fanatically excited about the film that we have put together here, guys. So this is week 10 of our filming process for the film, and I couldn't be happier with this production. Just the amount of effort that I've witnessed from each and every person. And when I say that, I mean each and every person. Every fucking person has kicked fucking ass. Good afternoon, Bob. How you doing, bro? Let's fucking go, dude. It's been absolutely phenomenal, guys. I'm telling you. So I'm going to start out with something I saw this weekend, which was pretty cool. And I made a post about it yesterday, but it's just about movies in general. In our climate right now, sounds like a fucking movie, in our climate, people are still divisive. People are still not too happy with one another, whether you're on one side of the spectrum or the other. You know how it all goes. It's kind of weird. What's up, Russell? There he is. Thank you, brother. Good to see you, man. As always, Russell said, what's up, everyone? Let's smash that like button if you haven't already. Awesome poster. Thanks, bro. Yeah, that poster is going to be kind of the loose extra version of it. And it might be on the documentary. I think we're going to use that one for our making of documentary of the Horrorverse. It'll be pretty cool. Excuse me. Where was I? I can't remember already. I don't know. I don't know what I was talking about. I think we were talking about just the film in general. Oh, what I realized this weekend watching, folks. So movies, political spectrum. We're so divisive right now with people and things and the way the world is. But as I was filming this weekend, we're prepping. You're on set. You're getting stuff ready before you start shooting with everybody, and everybody's chit-chatting and stuff, which is pretty cool. And I was able to just kind of listen in on what people were talking about. I appreciate you, Russell. Thank you, man. Thank you, buddy. It was pretty cool. Oh shit, look at Bobby Mayo, aka Robert. What's happening, bro? It's good to see you, man. People are chatting about movies just in general, and I've got this kind of love-hate thing going on with Steve Eaton about the new Superman movie. And guys, I'm a huge movie fan. Like, there's not many movies I don't like literally, and Samantha can attest to this. Anything I watch, I'm like, oh, that was badass. And she's like, how do you like everything you watch? And I'm like, I don't know. I just appreciate film and movies and stories and the effort behind them. So I will always find something I like about a film. The new Superman movie to me really hit me in the wrong place. I just didn't get it. It didn't resonate with me. It made me feel very bored. It was to me, and this is not trying to be disrespectful anybody that liked the film. It really kind of hurt to watch it. Oh, Mr. Galloza, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Hey, it's Kelvin's birthday. Happy birthday, Kelvin, by the way. Yeah, that is our composer and one of our producers on the Horrorverse and with CCC. He's a part of the team, always has been, always will be. Kelvin's good to see you, brother. Good to see you. What else did Kelvin say here? I know a few films you didn't like at all, but I'll keep those. Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. Fair enough. Russell says, I'm definitely going to see The Conjuring Last Rites this week. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. I can't wait for that one. And I loved all of those. Every single Conjuring movie I loved. And some people are like, first one's best, second one's the best, hated the third one. I fucking loved all of them. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, back to Superman. So Steve and I have this thing. Now, I am a true fan of Superman. I loved Christopher Reeve films. I love Brandon Roth and Kevin Spacey pulling that one off. I love that film. I thought Superman Returns was great. I absolutely adore The Man of Steel. I think that's one of the best Superman films out there. And a lot of people don't like it. They don't like Zack Snyder, which they can go to hell because he's one of the better filmmakers out there on the planet. But I respect it. It's fine. And I'm a huge James Gunn fan, right? I love James Gunn movies. I love him. His horror stuff, it's zany, it's crazy, it's fucking brutal. His Suicide Squad is fucking on top of the fucking plane of best superhero movies ever. Guardians of Galaxies are fucking great. He's really good at taking obscure characters that we don't know very well from the comics and making them lovable and likable and fucking great. So I was really excited for the new Superman, and I watched it and I felt nothing. In fact, what I felt was, dude, what are you doing? Now, I know people are going to go back and talk about the Silver Age of Superman and that cheesy style. But after Zack Snyder's portrayal of this newer Superman, that shit don't work for me. Superman, to me, is a symbol of hope and a symbol of strength in the face of animosity and danger. He's the one that leads us in the right direction. This Superman that James Gunn gave me seemed to not have any idea what the fuck was going on, got his ass beat the entire fucking movie, and literally whined like a bitch. I couldn't take it. So, Russell, yes, I have seen the new Superman movie, and I think I may be one of the few that did not enjoy watching it, unfortunately. And I love Superman. I love it. I was highly disappointed in it. And I love James Gunn. And I still have hope for James Gunn in the DC. So, but, Steve loved it. He absolutely adored it. And so we go back and forth and we're bullshitting. Now, I get everybody likes movies for what they are. But here's the thing. We're on set and we're talking about movies all the time this last weekend. And I was listening to everybody talk. And it occurred to me that no matter how divisive we may be on a film, we still have a great debate. And we talk and we bond and we connect. And it was really fucking cool to see everybody do that in this day and age without hate. You know what I mean? It was pretty fucking cool. Steve was sticking up for Superman. You had others sticking up for the new Superman. I was against it. I had a few other bikers. Of course, there were bikers. Got my back on Superman, the new one. But, it was fun and it was healthy to be okay with talking about why a film or a story was important to you. And I respect that, and someone like Steve, let's say, that movie resonated with him for some reason and didn't with me. Well, that's fucking badass. I totally understand that. But that was the thing, that to see so many different personalities on set, so many different people, and God knows what their beliefs are, their structure, or what they believe in this political world now, that didn't matter to any of us on set. We were going to go make a movie, and we were also talking about other movies that were made, and we all bonded. You know how much of a gift that is to be able to create something that people can talk about and have fun with? Whether they like it or not is irrelevant. What's important is that there's a dialogue that's happening because of something someone created. I think that's fucking special. So I give brownie points all day long to James Gunn for making a movie that's totally different than the version of Superman, let's say, I like, because it still resonated with others. See what I mean? So in a way, I still like it. It's well made. There's nothing wrong with the acting. It's great. The story is fine. It just didn't hit me the way the other ones did, but it did for some. And that's fucking fantastic. And that's all you can ask for from a film, especially any movies or stories that are out there that bring us together. And this latest Superman did bring us together. Whether we liked it or not, didn't matter. It still made us bond. That's pretty cool. And that's the magic of movies. Yeah. That is the magic of movies. And I fucking love that. I absolutely adore that about them. And here we are making them. So I'm sure we're going to get the same thing with our films. We're doing these fan films. This is the last one we're making. Jason Voorhees Nightmares. And there's been a lot of people that actually enjoy the entire series. And they're like, fuck, I can't wait for the next one, and blah, 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 blah. And then there's others that's like, what the fuck is this bullshit? Hey, but then I get those people talking on our YouTube page. You can see them going back and forth, and it's fucking cool, right? Same kind of thing. That's what's so cool about, film and art. There is no one way to look at it. There just isn't. And it's a story is a story. And I've learned that making these films, the ones that I actually write and produce and have my heart in, I just don't make them for people like-minded like me that might enjoy them. But I make them for me. I want to see these things that I'm wrote down that I've never seen before. I want to see that stuff, and it's really fucking cool. I think that's one of the best things about filmmaking and storytelling is that, as one of the producers on the film, as a showrunner or director, whatever the fuck I am, I'm making this for me just as much as anybody else. And I think if every filmmaker embraces that, I think we're going to be all right, because this is your voice. This is your platform to show off things that you adore about film. And I think that's important to put out there on the planet. I really do. I really do. Bob says, great stories have profound impact on people, both negative and positive. And that is absolutely right. Absolutely right. Isn't that the weirdest thing too? Because even if you don't like the movie, you still want to talk about it. You still got to say something about it. And I mean, that engagement is important for, the filmmakers. So I get a lot of guys reaching out, and gals, filmmakers out there that reach out to me. And one just reached out the other day about, Aaron, how do you respond to people in like a Facebook group when they're actually kind of hating on your movie you just put out? I don't have an answer for that other than it depends on my mood. Like most of the time, I just try to be like, well, thank you for watching. I appreciate the time and effort that we put in. And for all the stuff out there that you could have watched, you picked ours. Sorry you didn't like it, but thanks. And then there's other things where there's days where I'm like, motherfucker, what? And I'll go back and forth with them and waste my time. But it's fun if I'm in a shitty mood that day and I want to argue with somebody. That's how I do it. But I mean, I don't think too much about that stuff. And honestly, I don't really care that much either about what others really feel about the work we put out. I hope they like it, but there's no guarantee. And I didn't go into this thinking that everybody was going to love my shit. I went into filmmaking because I had to make movies. I had to make movies. That's it. That's it. That's why I make them, because I have to do it. It's a calling. I just feel it in my soul every day I wake up. It's the first thing I'm thinking about is, our productions and what I can do to make them better and make sure that the people that are with me are happy and comfortable and willing to help, because I can't do it without them. That's all I think about. And I just roll with that. It's really that easy. I don't think much more than that at all. What we got here? Washington Laws. From those debates you have about movies, do you remember any times where someone's perspective on a film made you see something you hadn't thought about before? Ooh. You know what? Actually, many, many times. I'm trying to think of something off the top of my head here. But even with the new Superman, I can say that my original viewing of it, I couldn't stand. It really bored the shit out of me. And, I kept talking with people about it. And then I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to try to watch it again. Let me just watch it again. Because sometimes you're in a shitty mood when you go and you watch a movie and you hate it. And then you watch it years later. And you're like, oh, why did I not like this? So I tried to watch it again a few days later with my oldest sons with me. And I'm like, these guys like Zack Snyder's versions of Superman too. But, they're in their 20s. So they can make up their own minds. Daddy can't influence them like Sam thinks I can. Anyway, we started watching it, and about a half hour in, my son's looking at me like, Dad, no, I can't do this. And I'm like, well, shit. Okay, I guess I was right. At least in my household, I was right. We are looking for something different from our Superman. But because of people saying things about the movie and how great it is, I really wanted to watch it again. So that kind of got me looking in a different perspective. I tried to see it, but there's just little things about that movie that really drove me nuts that I couldn't handle. Even down to saving the squirrel. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sakes. Okay, we get it. It's too much. But that's a great question. And I'm sure there's a ton of other movies out there that have made me look at it differently. And I just can't remember them offhand. But there have been movies that people have recommended to me to watch again. And I did. And I'm like, well, fuck yeah, you're right. It's good. So that can happen. And it could happen too for Superman. I could watch it a few years from now and be like, oh, it's not as bad as I thought. But right now, not for me. Not for me. Russell, I can't wait for Jason Voorhees' Nightmares. Brother, okay, let's roll into this a little bit. But let's say hi to everybody else here. Mark said, oh, I haven't heard from you for a minute, bro. Good to see you, bro. Hope things are good, man. Movies have come along great. Mark's a great supporter of the film and all the films that we've done in the Horrorverse. So you're going to be happy with this one, Mark. Trust me. You're going to love this shit. You're going to love it. Russell says, yeah, I wasn't Superman. I agree. Yeah, it just didn't hit right for me, but I respect it. It's okay. I just like my Superman being like OP, he's like that overpowered motherfucker. And that's why I love Zack Snyder's Justice League so much. What you're waiting for that ending. And when Superman shows up, he's fucking Superman. Everybody's afraid of him, the fucking Kryptonian. You know what I mean? It's okay to have an overpowered dude being a badass. And I miss that. It's not toxic masculinity. That's just wanting a hero. And it's okay to have one once in a while. All right, we got Mark. Was a fan of the new Superman film. See, yeah, Mark, you and I are on the same page. Yeah, there's just something about it that just didn't. It's not a bad film. It's just not for me. So and I'm sure that there's others like us that don't see it for some reason. And Gunn is a fabulous storyteller, a great filmmaker. Shit, it pisses me off actually because I really wanted to love it. And the trailer was badass. I couldn't wait to see it from the trailer. And I watched the movie. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sakes. I mean, Crypto even, spoiler, but Crypto at least did something to Luthor that Superman should have fucking done. It's like, dude, come on, dude. He deserves an ass whooping. What the fuck? I don't know. Not for me. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to this right here. Yeah. I can't wait either, Russell. So let me do some things here. So this last couple weekends, you guys know, we've been getting close to wrapping up Nightmares. I think we have 2 major shoots left. And when I say major, they're with the larger cast members that we have to still work with. One makeup scene that we had to skip out on that was scheduled for about a month and a half ago. We didn't have a location for it. We have the location now, so we got to make that up. And that's going to happen on the 13th and 14th of this month. We have our epilogue scene that we need to shoot still. That should happen hopefully by the end of September. And then we have a ton of pickups we got to do. So we've got some little things here and there we got to wrap up. But then that's it, guys. This movie's done. But we do have to get through September. So, and maybe it could roll into October just for pickups, but we're hoping to get it done now. Anyway, but this last couple weekends were great. We have a third act in this film that is absolutely chaotic and amazing. People are going to just have a smile plastered across your face when you see what we've been putting together here. And it's been a ton of work, so much work by so many. And I want to try to shout out some of the people that have been helping us with this, and, you guys will see our cast and crew when the credit rolls, but, there's people out there, and we'll start with maybe, let's start from the top here, the people that are helping us. So Samantha Hannah and I have been together for over 20 years. There's been ups and downs in our relationship, like any other couple, and especially in our relationship when it comes to filmmaking. When I met her, I threw her right in the movie when I was making it. She had no idea. She never wanted to be in movies or whatnot. And over the years, she's went from these movies, I can't stand the shit you're doing, get a real job, to, oh my God, I support you. This is great. And your dream. And well, she's always kind of had that, but it kind of got in the way sometimes. But, I always saw this part of her that was more than just, someone who was a bartender. She's so gifted and so talented in so many ways that I just wanted her to, like, hopefully just grab on to this filmmaking thing, because I knew she was good. And finally she did. And she made a couple documentaries, and you guys, if you've seen them, you see how good she is. She's a fucking amazing at it. But she's producing now on the back end. She's scheduling. She's doing all this behind the scenes stuff that no one's been able to really pay attention to. And on set, she takes care of everybody, from the food to to scheduling, to communicating with people, make sure everything's right. She is producing her ass off on this movie, and she's done a great fucking job. So I got to give a shout out to Samantha Hannah, because she is absolutely phenomenal in this, and she put so much pressure on herself to be perfect. And you can see it on set. Like, there'll be a moment when she's happy and nice, and when shit's going down, she's fucking pissed. Like, I got to get this shit right. And she's like on edge, and everybody's like, holy shit, she's not fucking around. And Sine came up to me. He was like, she's a perfectionist, isn't she? And I'm like, yes, she is. She really is. But that heart she's got is there, and it's real. It's fucking real. And I love that about her, because she doesn't hide it. Her emotions are on her sleeve. She's just wide open. So you can totally see and know what you're dealing with. But Samantha Ann, I got to give it to you. You've been kicking ass. 1 second here. Let's look at what we got here. You said you want to make stuff that you'd never seen before. What are the sorts of things you never saw on Friday? Halloween and nightmare films you finally made real. Any in this? Yes, a ton of stuff. And, our whole purpose for the Horrorverse was to not focus on the horror, but focus on some of the adventures that you could see from the characters that we created to drop in with Freddy, Michael, and Jason. But to make it a little more action-based and not horror-based, make it more of a thriller than a horror, a fun adventure with laughs, with, action, suspense, character development, well-rounded situations that you could see, some realistic moments for these characters, and they're just not 2D, where it's just like, oh, there's a body for Jason to kill. No, we didn't want to do any of that stuff. There's an actual story here that is original, that has never been told before. We just happen to be using, Michael, Jason, and Freddy. And in this one, it really, really shows. So great question again. Thank you. But that's the thing I wanted to do with this. And then Steve and I, when we were writing it, really wanted to make sure that if you didn't see the entire Horrorverse series and you just jumped in on Nightmares, it could be a film in and of itself where you wouldn't need all the backstories. You would still follow it and understand what's going on. And if you wanted more, you could go back and watch the other films we made. But this is definitely, the end game of our Horrorverse. And it's kind of bittersweet, because I really like making these. I've had a blast doing it. I wish that these were something that we could monetize and build off of, but we can't. It's not our characters, so to speak, at least some of the major ones. But at the same time, what it's done, it's been able to, connect us with an audience that really enjoys our work now and sees the potential we have with our own original things down the road. So that's why I think these fan films were, a catalyst to something more for us. Even though we spent almost 3 years making these, I think it'll be worth it in the long run for us as a company and us as a major production company house here in the Pacific Northwest with the team we created. When I say team, I'm talking about our cast, our crew, everybody we've connected with making this, from the extras too. It's just been a phenomenal collaboration of talent. And everybody's just giving it their all. Like, it is one of those movies where, let's go for it. These guys have done it. It's been great. So to answer your question, yes, you're going to see some stuff they've never seen before in any Friday the 13th movie, Nightmare on Elm Street movie, or Halloween movie. It's pretty fucking original and cool. Let's see what we got here. Russell, have you seen Alien Earth yet? I watched the first episode and absolutely loved it. I haven't gone back to it yet, but I got to catch up. I'm going to let all the episodes come out first, and then I'll binge them all. But yes, I liked what I watched. It's pretty fucking good. Pretty fucking good. Gio McQueen, what's happening, bro? It's been really cool meeting you and everyone else. Independent filmmaking keeps dreams alive. Thanks for doing it and letting me be an extra. Oh, brother, you are very welcome, and thank you for helping us on set, dude. It's been amazing working with you and everybody else that's jumped in there. And to be so excited like you guys were to be a part of it as an extra. I wanted to make sure that you felt like it was, your film too, because it is. This is a community film. And I meant that from the beginning when we started this, down from people donating and helping us out, on Indiegogo or the GoFundMe that's still running right now. You're a part of this movie. Whether you're on set or not is irrelevant to me. You have made this happen. Every time someone takes a bite of a sandwich or eats some chicken I made, it's because you guys gave us money to give that fucking shit to them. you were there. So that's fucking cool. So you're part of this. You made this with us. Every extra that showed up on set, you guys really enhanced our film more than you know. I'm going to leave it at that, because when people see it, they're going to shit. They're going to shit. They're going to fucking shit. And I think you guys will see it visually when you watch it. You'll know what I'm saying. There's a huge difference between an indie film that doesn't have a budget or means, and an indie film that doesn't have the budget and means but has connections. The 15,000 we raised on Indiegogo and the 5,000 we have now from the GoFundMe, that's 20 grand that we had to make a film that does not feel like a $20,000 movie. This could easily be a $200,000 movie. Easy. I've seen $200,000 movies that aren't even hitting close to what we're making right now. And that's still low budget, guys. I mean, super low budget. So that's what's fucking so great about this. And that's why I'm really excited to have the connections we've made on this movie. And that's McQueen, that's you too. And all you guys that showed up as extras on set and wanting to give you guys that freedom to perform and do stuff that you never done before, to feel the electricity and the excitement on set with us, to see how a movie's fucking made. I mean, that's basically how it's made, guys. There's really no difference between our sets and someone else's set that's an indie filmmaker. I've heard even studio movies do it like we do, if not worse. We try to be efficient on set, but that's the process you witnessed. And I always believe that the energy you have on set shows up on screen. And the more smiles I think I see, and the more happiness and excitement I see on set, the more I know the movie's going to work. That's how I do it. That's exactly how I do it. Russell, that's awesome. Thank you, bro. Yeah, it's pretty fucking cool, man. It's pretty fucking cool. I can't wait for you to see it. Can't wait for you to see it. Oh, shit. McQueen, yes, you are a woman. I am so sorry. And that's even better. Yeah. You know what? The GL thing. I had a McQueen in my head I knew back in the day. I think that's what I'm confusing with. But I know who you are. I do know who you are. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Thank you. And I don't mean sweetheart in a derogatory way either. That's just something I say. I'm 80s, so I'm not trying to be rude or weird or anything. But, oh well. I think you're great. Thank you very much. Okay. So let's shout out some fun stuff here. So we filmed a lot of action scenes over the last couple weekends, and I actually think we filmed more than we needed. And I'm nervous about it because I don't want to cut anything. And I'm the editor on this film. I don't cut shit. I don't. I hate it. I feel like I can always make it work. But here's the thing. I might not be able to. So I'm lucky to have like Steve and Sam and Kelvin to get my back on the edit here and really pay attention to the cuts I'm making on this film so that, the film works. I mean, that's the bottom line. We got to make the movie work, right? Even though I love all the work that everybody did in this, there might be shit I have to trim or cut or drop out. But I don't want to. And I don't necessarily think I'm going to. I'm like Zack Snyder. Let's give me the Carlson cut. I don't fuck Carlson cut. That's kind of badass. I don't know. It's just something about leaving it on the floor. But here's the thing. We have a fan film for YouTube. The audience is going to be engaged no matter what, because we have the icons and the people that followed this, streaming on our YouTube series, over 1 million views now. I think they've got 2 hours in them if it goes 2 hours. So why not go out with a fucking bang and just drop it all in there and say, hey, here's your fucking film, guys. I hope you like it. We'll see. We'll see how it works, but I don't want to cut anything. I know that for sure. But I gotta get that stuff figured out because we're getting close. I've already been editing. I'm about 1 hour and 17 minutes into this now. I'm in the third act already. And it's going to be an amazing sequence if I can put it together the way I hope. But lengthwise, will it be too much? I don't know. But we've got so many great action sequences that we filmed. Grace Madland, amazing actress, amazing athlete, fight coordinator now. She's here's the thing. I may be the director and I may be getting all the fucking shit because my name's on it. But I'm telling you, I didn't direct this movie by myself. I gave each and every actor out there opportunity to direct their own fight sequence. What would you like to do on screen for your character? What do you want to fucking do, dude? So if I'm talking to Grace, I gave her the reins. She directed some of the best fight sequences, I think, in the film. Carl Covington is another great actor. Dude, take some guys, go do a fight scene, choreograph what you want to do. He went and did something. It's fucking phenomenal. Giovanni Vasquez, same thing. Me, I did it for myself and my character. Kicked ass. Sane did it for his character. So there's stuff here that everybody kind of pitched in and directed their own thing. I trust them. Steve Eaton, second unit director. Ryan Smith, second and third unit director. Matt McKinney, same thing. Anthony Brooks just jumped in. You know, he's filming too. He was helping coordinate some of this stuff too. It's like everybody gave their stuff. And not to mention Jason Brooks. He is just as good. Raymond Power, just as good. These guys are all filmmakers. They all know what they're doing. Who am I to tell them that won't work? I don't fucking know. But I see the sequences they come up with. I'm like, that's fucking great. Let's film it. Shoot it. Great job. You know, that's the thing. Yeah, Aaron may be a fucking director, but this is a community film. Everybody is showing off their own talents in this motherfucker. And I'm so proud of that. And I'm so happy to see that, you know, when you're tight with people like that and you're on set and you're working with them and you get to know them and you understand how excited they are about something, to give them an opening to do things that they've never had an opportunity to do is fucking great. And it shines, guys. I'm telling you. Drop your ego at the fucking door if you're a director and let these people go to work and do something for you. Not only is it better sometimes because you run out of ideas after a while, but here's the thing. It gets them more invested in it. And you know how excited these people are. Do you know the performances they gave because of that? Do you know the friendships and the bonding I got with these guys because now they feel a certain way about this film and me, to give them a platform to play. That's what it's about. You know, it's not about walking around like you're that fucking guy or gal that made the movie. It's my fucking vision. Oh, fuck off. It's all our visions. It's all of us. What do you see? What do you see your character doing? I think that's what's beautiful about the way we do things. And I hope others follow that path because, you know, the more people invest in something, the better it will be. And if it doesn't work, it's not just the director's fault or the writer's fault. It's everybody's fault. And I love that about it. It's fun. It's so fun. Let's get back to comments here real quick. I work with David Lynch on Twin Peaks and with you. You had the best energy and made everyone feel included to be excited about a part of your creation. Bob, I appreciate that a lot. You actually use me and David Lynch in the same fucking sentence, and that's fucking crazy, bro. I didn't know you did Twin Peaks, dude. That's fucking badass. Good for you. So you're on that set and Nightmares. Right on, bro. Those are two good ones. I appreciate that, Bob, a lot. I'm gonna call you Bobby, I guess. But yeah, fuck. That's cool, bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate it very, very much. Very, very much. Oh, Anesio. Is that how you say Anna Co? I don't know her name, but thank you for showing up, Anna. I appreciate you. Thank you for listening in. That's awesome that you're here. What's else? Where are we at here, Bob? What's Bob say? I can testify that too, even as a perk. Feel you, brother. I know. Oh, Sane, what is up, man? Everyone get to see me Samoan backhand someone in this film. Fuck yeah, we do, right? See, and Sane did a great job of choreographing some of his stuff. I know that Steve tried to override you, but what you had was great, and I hope that you're happy with your scenes, bro. I can't wait for people to see it. Your character, since you arrived in the hunt, has been one of my favorites. So I couldn't express more how well you are. And Sane is also an associate producer on the film now because he just works his ass off. So thank you, brother. Thank you very much. Bob says, "We're to send it. I can't wait, bro." Yeah, you ain't. You're gonna see it. It's great. It's so great. I'm fascinated to see Eric Petty play more of a flamboyant character in Freddy. Ooh, well, you're just gonna have to see. I can tell you right now that Eric has done a great job at bringing R. Kruger to life, and I can't wait for you guys to see what he's done. It's he's an amazing actor. He does a great job, and I think you're gonna like what you see. You're gonna like it a lot. It's fun. Super fucking fun. Oh, where are we at here? Bob, you are a leader. Aaron, I don't know. I try to be, but I don't even know what that means, man. I just do stuff and hope people like it. I don't think much more of that. That's it. And yes, sir, Sunday, it's everybody's fault. If this film doesn't work, I can blame you guys just as much as myself. Mm-hmm. I was like, if Sunday didn't choreograph his own fight scenes, maybe people would have liked this movie. All right, what we got here? Brett, good to see you, man. What I've been seeing from set looks just absolutely incredible. Well, yeah, it is. It's absolutely and crazy fucking greatness just across the board. From everybody. And that brings me into like Real Fiction Studios too, because our cast and crew has been fantastic. Let me shout out Real Fiction Studios. That's what I wanted to do on this one, is just throw out some names to you guys. So you guys all know Real Fiction. You know Jason Brooks, Naomi Campbell. Did I say Naomi Campbell? Naomi Miller. And Michelle of the Dead, Michelle Munoz. These guys are fantastic. They have been with us since the beginning of the Horrorverse, and here we are ending it. We've got Jason Brooks, suiting up as Jason Voorhees. He's playing another character too that you guys all know, but I'll keep that a surprise. These guys came in this last weekend to knock out Jason Brooks's final shots as Voorhees and also do some really, and I mean fucking amazing makeup work. And I can't say more than that. Oh, what they did in a 3-hour setting for something is ridiculous. And when you guys see this, when you guys see what we ended up putting on screen, you're going to lose your fucking minds. And I can't wait. So big shout out to those guys. Just their professionalism, the love of making stuff, their collaboration, their friendships, their attitudes, their positivity, their smiles, and their craft. And how good they are at it. I mean, you can't ask for more. And these guys are fucking exceptional. If you're an indie filmmaker out there, if you're a studio, I don't give a fuck. If you guys need practical effects or makeup, and you want someone who can get it done right, this is the team. Okay, these guys are pros. They take care of the people on set. They treat everybody as people. They care about them. They make sure they're comfortable. They just do a great job. And visually, what they end up, their final product is absolutely phenomenal. Check them out, okay? Talk to Jason, talk to Naomi, reach out to Michelle, talk to them. If you've got a movie that you need done, check those guys out. See if you can work something out with them, because they're great. They're fucking great. That's all I'm going to say about it. Whew. Yeah, Real Fiction's the greatest. So great. So great. Shane, what's up, man? I had such a great time working with you, and they can't wait to work with you in the future. So excited to see what we all created. Brother, you just wait, Shane. It's fantastic. You're going to absolutely adore this movie. And when your scenes come up, you'll see what I'm saying. It couldn't have worked out any better. I've already started cutting some of these sequences, and they're fire. They're fucking fire. They really are. Russell Dorsey, Freddie looks awesome on that poster. Can't wait to see him. Yeah. I'm very happy with the Freddie we had, because I was terrified to put Freddie in this from the beginning of the Horrorverse, bro. I knew that character had to be done right. And I think we pulled off a version of Freddie that's going to not only make the fans happy, but also hopefully give them a fresh take on it, if you like that. And it stays true to the original. Let me just say that. Where we at here? Matt, what's up, bro? It'll work. No worries. Oh, yeah, it'll work. Always does, right? Sure will. I hope so. It's a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun. I can't wait to show you guys this movie. I really can't. Let's get back to Brett here. Brett says, love the practical effects. That's exactly what needs to be done in horror movies. Can't stand hearing about people using CGI horror movies. Yeah, I know. And that's one of the things that we decided to do on this last film. The other films in our Horrorverse, except maybe a couple of them, we didn't really do many practicals. When we started the Horrorverse, we weren't thinking about the gore. We weren't trying to, just make this Terrifier style gore fest to shock and awe audiences and keep them engaged. We really went back to story and went back to characters and try to pull off a Voorhees movie that has some kills in it, yeah, but they're not graphic. We wanted to try that, and it worked. We got an audience behind it that didn't seem to bitch about not enough big kills for Jason Voorhees or something. But here's the thing, going out in nightmares, we did. So I guarantee you guys, you're going to see a lot of great fucking kills in this movie. You want Jason Voorhees, you got it. And he's there. And there's a lot of great action sequences in this that you guys are going to fucking love. And I don't think anybody's going to really understand how we pulled some of this shit off. But in the documentary, when we put that out, you guys will. We'll explain it all. And it's fucking great. It's fucking great. You're going to love it. But yes, practical effects are coming, Brett. And we've got a lot of them in here. Thanks for Real Fiction Studios. It's been fucking great. Oh, God. Did I miss anything? Okay. I don't think so. So, like I said, September is our last month of filming, we hope. And we don't have a lot of days left. When I say this month, we've got scattered days. 2 days on the 13th and 14th, we're filming. One other day for the epilogue sequence. We got an outro sequence we want to do for this film for the credit roll that we'll have to meet up and do. And I have a few pickups that we have. I got perks I still need to satisfy. We got to reach out to our perk people who picked out some of the bigger perks that we had to work with them to get those scenes shot. And they're all fairly quick and easy, so it shouldn't take too much time. Other than that they'll do it. I mean, the movie can be wrapped, no later than the end of the month or just a tad bit after. And then we're going into post-production, guys. And that's what the GoFundMe is for, to keep us going through this process to get this film until we lock it and it's done. Once filming is over, great. Okay, we don't have to take care of our cast and crew on set anymore. We're done with that. But we still need money. We still need help with the post-production stuff. Yes, I'm the editor. Yes, Steve is the color grader. But we have music and sound that we have to do. And we've got some professionals that are waiting to jump on and help us. And if we can help them with some funds to get this thing done and get the sound all up to par, that'd be fantastic. So that GoFundMe that we still are running is for the entire production until this movie's finished. And if we get more than we need, that money's going to go straight into marketing this thing. We want everybody to see this. So we'll be starting to run ads. We got publicists on board that we can actually hire and help us get the word out for this movie more, to really bring people to our YouTube channel and check this fucking shit out. We've got theater showings that we want to do. We've got, DVDs that need to be made that cost money to make. We've got all kinds of posters we got to buy, merch that we got to fucking pay for later down the road. Every penny that we can help get from anybody out there that gives a shit about indie film and what we're trying to do here at CCC, consider donating to our GoFundMe. It will help us with everything from here until March of next year. Every little thing. I want to make sure that everybody that has donated to our campaigns is rewarded for their generosity. You know what I mean? We couldn't have done this without you guys. It wouldn't be the same movie without you guys. Your money went towards this film. What you see on screen is what you help make. That's it. So, consider it. Check it out. We got the link here on the show notes if you guys can. Every donation will get you a special thanks credit. You got $5 you could throw on there. You get a special thanks credit in the movie. All right. And on IMDb. If you get $300 and you want to be an associate producer, we've got room. Toss that in there. You're an associate producer on this film. If you do 400 or more, you're going to get a bigger package. The more money you donated, the bigger the package is, all the way up to executive producer perks and everything that we're offering. There could be posters and DVDs and Blu-rays signed, scripts, storyboards, surprise packages of goodies and stuff that we used on set that you get. I mean, we've got great bonus things that you can get the more your donation is. So, and we're keeping track of everything and everybody and every dollar amount. So, if you have the means and you want to help, please do. You're not just helping me and CCC and our little team here, but you're helping each and every person in this movie, because I know that these actors are hoping that this movie shines a light on them and can get them, more work down the road that are paid. Not only studio stuff, but other bigger indie film productions. You talk about someone like Grace Manlin, who's a great fucking actress, an action star. She needs to have roles that fill her dream. She wants to kick ass in movies. She's great. She can be an action hero. She needs an opportunity. This film may be a springboard to that. you know, and I look at every actor out there that has been working for us. This could be that movie. It could be the one that somebody sees them and goes, "Oh, I like them. Let's give them a call and see if they're interested in doing blah blah blah." That's where they get their money from. That's how they become actors and actresses. You can help people reach their dreams that way. You know, I think that's a big deal. I think it's a big deal. And if I had the money, I would back them because they backed me. I have it, no problem. Whatever I can do to help these guys, I will. I absolutely will. Hell yeah, we are. Acting is the bomb. Yeah, it is, man. It's fun, and you guys are great. You guys are great. Anyway, so the GoFundMe, it's going to be up and running all the way through March. You get a few bucks, you want to help us out, please do, and you'll be rewarded for it in the long run. And I think that's about it, guys. This is week 10. We're going to be taking this week off. I'm healing up because I've got one big scene left to film. Bullseye's got some shit to do. You know what I mean? And I want to make sure my little ankle problem is healed up. So we're taking this weekend off. Next weekend, we're back at it. And by the end of September, should have it wrapped up. So that's it. Anyway, everybody, thank you for listening. I have gone for almost 46 minutes of yapping, and I appreciate each and every one of you that hung in there with me, that commented, that has watched the Horrorverse, that has donated to the Horrorverse, and who believes in indie film and believes in us. This team is great, each and every person in it, and I can't wait for you to see what we created, guys. I really can't. So love you all. Thank you for listening.